Hello everyone, it's Crazy Mike 1706 with an in-depth analysis of the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania 25. There is a lot more to this match than meets the eye. There are literary aspects of it. And I also would like to point out that there are a bunch of myths around it, and it seems that most people really didn't understand the match or its purpose or the elements involved in it and why those elements are highly important and yet they are way overlooked. First and foremost, like mentioned earlier, let's look at the literary aspects of this match. The Undertaker throughout his career, it has been known of the master of the mind games. He beats his opponents mentally before he does it physically, and that's how he's always been getting the upper hand. He's been able to put fear in the hearts of every single man that's came across him, except his brother. But it seems that there's one man that he couldn't scare. It seems that there's one man that for some reason he still hasn't beaten him just yet, and that was Shawn Michaels. And this storyline is very intricate because if you think about it, you know, he's used to, like I said earlier, playing the mind games, you know, having everyone scared of him, but his tactics doesn't work against Shawn Michaels. So now the roles get reversed. Now the Undertaker, he's, you know, inside it's burning him alive. Wow, I can't get to this guy. So now Shawn Michaels is the one in control. Now Shawn Michaels is the one playing the head games. Now Shawn Michaels, you know, he's in charge now, mentally. And so that leading up to the match was just very great. That's what really led Shawn Michaels into getting the upper advantage all the time on The Undertaker. And this doesn't just happen in this storyline. This actually happens in real life. Think about most fight matches in boxing or MMA. You have the top guy in the sport, in any weight division, and he goes against a newcomer who's not that great, you know, to brushing up a little bit before a big fight. Sometimes when this person he's going up against is scared of him, that confidence will rise. That killer instinct will arise. But see, other times, maybe that big fighter will go against someone that's not so scared of him. And that other fighter will get an upper advantage because, you know, this other great fighter is so used to having so many people scared of him that now he doesn't know what to do. This happens in MMA because you see instances where, okay, this guy, you know, he's assuring he's going to beat him for sure. But then during the fight, holy crap, he's getting competition. Now he's mentally broken down. Now he's saying to himself, wow, I was supposed to beat him. Now he doesn't know what to do. And that, to some degree, is what happened during the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels feud. That's something that, like I said earlier, is extremely overlooked. Let's talk about the build-up. People say, well, the build-up wasn't done enough. Actually, the build-up was done perfectly, and the build-up was done months in advance, and you could even argue was done years in advance. If you notice the Royal Rumble several years ago when they left Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker dead last in the ring, there was that, oh my God, you know, you knew for a fact that after the Rumble they were going to meet down the line. You just didn't know when, but you knew it was going to happen. But however, further along, you thought to yourself, well, Mania's coming to Texas. They're both from Texas, so most likely they're going to do it there. During the August time, it was rumored that match was going to take place at Mania, but nothing was set in stone. And here's why I believe the match was hyped up. It was hyped up indirectly, because when Shawn Michaels had his feud with JBL, it was like, oh man, it's going to be Shawn Michaels and JBL. You know, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels is not going to happen. There's not enough build. There's not enough time. Look, he's stuck with this feud. But then you said to yourself, well, Shawn Michaels is busy, but Undertaker seems to be free. But then at the Royal Rumble, you saw he got into a little confrontation with the Big Show, chasing him outside. So you're saying to yourself, man, it looks like Undertaker could be busy with the Big Show, and he's busy with JBL. Oh man, this is not going to happen. It was built up a certain way because throughout the whole time, you're saying to yourself, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? When is it going to happen? Holy crap. The whole time you're thinking that the match can and will happen. So it was indirectly built up. And if you remember this year's WrestleMania, there was a little piece with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels in the back. Now let's talk about the actual match itself. Arguments arise that it was way too slow and whatnot, and there was a lot of lying around. Okay. There is a difference between serving a purpose and doing something just to do it. If a match is slow for no other reason than being slow, then yeah, most fans are not going to like it. But see, this match is different. What people don't understand is Shawn Michaels is one of the greatest performers of all time because he's one of the best, not just moves, but at ring psychology, at that storytelling, at that really attracting you into the match. And what does that better than anything else? It's not just the moves. Because notice how you can watch a match with insane high flyers killing themselves in there, but it doesn't attract you as much as some other matches. Why? Because there's that one missing element. And what's that missing element? The drama. The drama needs to unfold. To really have that drama, to really have those fans hooked in emotionally, you need, in some cases, to slow down the matches at certain times and really build that up. Let's look at some prime examples. You got two warriors, bam, bam, they're fighting in the ring, and he uses his last breath of energy and he hits them. They're both out. The fans get up and start clapping. Now, do you often get that same result? Do you often feel that compelled into matches when it's just spot, 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 spot? No. Because if you don't have that drama unfolding, if you don't have that slowing down at the right moments, it's not going to be there. I mean, yeah, you're going to be interested. Okay, wow, those moves are cool. But you ever notice how sometimes a guy can do, I don't know, shooting star press or something like that, and okay, you'll say, okay, decent reaction, but yet Shawn Michaels could do a simple elbow drop, and you'll get a much bigger feel for it. So understand, guys, it's a lot about storytelling in that match, and that's what it had. That's why it was slow for certain reasons. And this was a good point that Dinosaur Avenger made, and I'm going to put his video in the description. I didn't agree with everything he said in there, but he made up a very excellent argument. He said you have to sell the moves. That's why there was more lying around. That's why there was more stale moments, because like he mentioned, if you take a super kick or if you take a tombstone, you're either dropped on your head or you were just kicked in your jaw to unconsciousness. So yeah, you're in super pain, you know? So of course you're going to sell it. Just like at the end of the match, if you ever noticed the wrestlers, they take their time going to the back. The one who lost, of course. And sometimes even the one who wins. Why? Because they were in a hard-fought battle. What do you think would happen if freaking Shawn Michaels just hits the super kick and, you know, Undertaker just nips up every single time? Or if the Undertaker just hits his tombstone on Shawn Michaels and Shawn Michaels gets up in like 2 seconds and they just keep going? In some cases that can work. It depends how it's done. But in most American wrestling, it doesn't work all too well. Again, there are exceptions because you see certain things done in Japan, more likely in the Dragon Gate promotion, in the King's Road style, where they can no-sell but still add a lot to it. But yeah, it doesn't really work that much in American wrestling. But I just want you guys to really take this video into consideration, as I really went in depth a lot more than most other people would. And if you guys ever can, try taking a philosophy or a literary course. Take care, guys.